Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how much depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos, news update. Igbos demystifying science education through indigenous language. Yes, that is the release of the first Igbo physics textbook. Yes, Mr. Mark Obonayokoro has released the first ever physics textbook rendered in the Igbo language. It's a monumental achievement indeed. Mr. Okoro, driven by a passion to address the threats facing the Igbo language and its potential extinction, embarked on this project. Yes, to translate a physics textbook into Igbo. This is ambitious indeed. Despite facing numerous challenges along the way, his determination and vision propelled him forward. Yes, that's Mr. Okoro. Now, the newly released textbook is meticulously designed to ensure accessibility, catering to individuals without formal education. You have seen it now. So, the Naga school, they can read this physics now. School, when we mean school, the Nama has super care. Yes, there are people who are educated, but they can't speak English. So, for the fact that one cannot speak English doesn't mean that he's not educated. That's the point. Now, because this thing has been done, to educate, to promote inclusivity in science learning. Yes, so its comprehensive content covers fundamental concepts of physics. Yes, it presents it presented in a manner that resonates with Igbo-speaking learners of all ages. So that's how it's been presented. It's comprehensive in terms of content. It covers all the fundamental concepts of physics, and so Igbo-speaking learners of all ages can read and understand. Yes. Now, Mr. Okoro, speaking about his motivation behind this initiative, yes, he said it's his concern for the declining use of the Igbo language and the need to bridge the gap between indigenous languages and modern education. He emphasized the importance of preserving cultural identity while embracing scientific knowledge. They got too much. In his words, quote, "This project seemed unattainable at first, but I was determined to make it a reality. I believe that science education should not be limited by language barriers, and every individual, regardless of their linguistic background, deserves access to quality education." End of quote. That is what Mr. Gross said. That motivated him. You've seen it. So it's commendable indeed. It's commendable. Yes, because this will address the disparity between the indigenous languages and science education, particularly in Igbo land. Yes, it will safeguard the Igbo language and also advance opportunities for inclusive learning among Igbo-speaking individuals. Yes, it's an endeavor not only that it will expand educational success, but also instills a sense of cultural pride and belonging within the Igbo community. Yes, cultural pride is very important. Now, it stands as a symbol of innovation and emphasizes the value of linguistic diversity in educational settings. So, Mr. Okoro's endeavor represents a praiseworthy contribution to both educational progress and cultural heritage preservation. So, education officers highlighted and I said all these things. Yes. So, a student said, quote, "I'm thrilled about the release of the Igbo physics textbook. Finally, I can learn about science in my native language, making it much easier to understand complex concepts. This initiative is a game changer for Igbo-speaking students like me." End of quote. So students, they're all happy. Yes. So this textbook is said to become valuable source in libraries. Yes, schools, homes, and for individuals' use across the Igbo-speaking states. Yes, where the Igbos speak domicile across the world. Ndebo is being recommended for you wherever you are. So if you are studying science and physics, you have to buy this thing. Yes, physics textbook. You will use it and you understand more. Those concepts that are very, this and that. When you read it in your own language, you understand it more. That is it. So the young man, Mr. Okoro, is advocating for people to go for it. Buy with the hashtag Igbo Physics gaining momentum on social media. So he released this Igbo Physics textbook as it signifies a triumph of cultural preservation and educational innovation for the Igbo. Yes. So it's a beacon of hope for the future of the indigenous language, particularly the Igbo. That is it. So, as the Igbo proverb goes, the young man said, talking about Mr. Okoro, said, Nkea bụ nke anyị, this is our own. Ndị Igbo, patronize this. Yes. So, he said, this, the release of the Igbo Physics textbook represents a collective triumph for the Igbo community and a testament to the power of education in preserving cultural heritage, particularly of the Igbo. Yes. So it's a collective triumph of Ndibo, for Ndibo, not one person, not an individual. So Ndibo, this is your own. Like Mr. Rose said, Nkea bụ nke anyị. All hands must be on deck to promote this. This is what we have been talking about. In UNN, University of Nigeria, they are promoting a program now to make sure that Igbo language doesn't go into extinction. Yes. So these are the things that ought to be done to ensure the prosperity and the preservation of the Igbo language. Yes. So the Igbo language will not only be preserved but will prosper. People will begin to read about it. Other ethnic nationalities will have interest. So it's a welcome development. Demystifying the science education or modern education through indigenous language, particularly the Igbo, leading in this course. So we want chemistry also to go in that regard. Yes. So these are the core subjects of science at the basic level. Yes. Physics, chemistry. So we have gotten physics within chemistry. So, you are doing well. It will go a long way to preserve